It's 2:10 p.m. here in Seoul. I'm Devin Whiting at the Arirang News Center, and we're breaking into our regular programming to bring you the latest briefing from the South Korean health authorities. Let's listen in.
We will now begin the briefing. Let us now begin our regular briefing for May 5th. The total number of confirmed cases now stands at 10,804. This includes 1,102 imported cases from overseas. Of them, 90.5% are South Korean nationals. Of the total, 85.9% or 9,283 have been discharged following full recovery. And yesterday we had 3 more cases, and all of them were imported cases. And unfortunately, we had 2 more fatalities. And I extend my deepest condolences to the deceased and the members of the bereaved family. Aside from the 3 imported cases, we had 0 community infection. And the countries, one of them was from Europe, and 1 from Americas, and 1 from Kuwait. Looking at the sources of infection from the past 2 weeks, majority of them were imported cases, as well as the contacts in relation to the imported cases also were very much. And we also had some of the cases which had close contact with these imported cases, accounting for about 9% of the total. And the KCDC has carried out a survey on 1,000 adults here in Korea on their perspective on COVID-19. And we found out that they had a close interest and a great amount of credibility in the daily briefing. And the daily briefing, many of them have said that they have great attention, and about 73% had great attention towards these briefings, and about 74% said that they had great credibility in these briefings. And therefore, we will be carrying out such briefings, and we will be disclosing scientific evidences and transparent evidences to the public going forward. At the same time, we will be recording all of our responses towards COVID-19, and we will be working towards so that the public will help to combat the COVID-19, and these will also be of great help for the journalists as well. And we would like to once again thank the journalists for their efforts as well. May 5th is the Children's Day here in Korea, and it's also the World Hand Washing Day internationally. And washing of hands is very crucial in curbing the infection diseases from spreading, and it is a very scientifically tested, proven method of closing and of curbing the spread of the virus. And this is also included in the quarantine measures that we also continue to highlight. And we ask the public to continue wash your hands going forward, and please also maintain clean health sanitizations when you are at the public spaces. And please we also ask for these facilities to be equipped with soap and hand sanitizers. Starting from tomorrow, we will be keeping the distancing in daily life quarantine campaigns. This is not about going back to pre-COVID-19 days. However, it is about writing and entering a new normal. And we hope the public is disciplined with such measures, and we ask for your support going forward so that we can guarantee your everyday economic lives while having a great disinfection and quarantine measures. And if situations aggravate, we can go back to stricter social distancing measures at any time. We have some of the announcements to make to the public. Today, we still witness the imported cases. However, we had zero case of community infection. And we believe that after the 22nd of March, when we had intensified social distancing measures, all of these accomplishments are being yielded throughout the latest accomplishments. However, we believe there are still risks of infection, and there are also blind spots, especially in the vulnerable class. And we also believe that there could be silent infections that are still carrying out. That is why we are still vigilant. And we believe that there are also the COVID-19 has high infectious rate, and it could spread among people without symptoms. And therefore, we still have limitations as to identifying the confirmed cases. And we believe that this could lead to a widespread community outbreak here in Korea, especially where the population is very high, densely populated in the enclosed spaces. And many experts here at home and abroad have such concerns, and we are still mulling over what types of quarantine measures will be needed going forward and how we can strike a balance between disinfection and maintaining our daily lives. This is a task that lies ahead of us. At the same time, we do not have an effective vaccine or therapeutics as of yet, and we need to manage the system so that our public health system could manage and control the outbreak. Up until now, we carried out a very high intensive social distancing measures, and we know that the public have felt fatigue of such measures, and we would like to thank all of your support as well. And now we will be writing and entering a new normal, and we would like to also once again acknowledge the fact that you need to participate with our quarantine measures going forward without being complacent. And we have great trust in our public. And even at schools or at religious facilities or nursing hospitals, if you do have suspicious symptoms or if we have confirmed cases, we need to react swiftly in the beginning stage, and curbing the further spread is very crucial. We will exert our full efforts to this end. And the distancing in daily life is a path that has not been taken by anyone. And this, however, it is a path that we must take. We need to always stay on alert during our daily lives. And we, all members of the community, need to understand that every single one of them are responsible agents of quarantine going forward. I believe there would be trial and error going forward, and there would be unexpected situations, and there could be at times when the experts have conflicting views, and there could have different responses among the global community. As this is an unprecedented path, the situation will be all different, and nobody can become completely confident. However, the quarantine authorities here in South Korea, we will continue to muster our wisdom and our energy, and we will react to any situations based on scientific proof and evidence. We ask for your continued cooperation going forward. Thank you very much.
And that'll conclude our coverage of this briefing. Arirang News will be back with our regular newscast at 6 p.m. Korea time.